Hi, this is Murtaza Badri and welcome to Life Transformation Blog, the place to be for a new way of thinking, feeling and achieving high performance and life mastery. And in today's video, I would like to take a very important social disturbance or a social cause, which is suicide. And we have heard this a lot of times when we read newspapers or when we are talking to our friends and family, and we suddenly hear news of a close friend or a relative or someone that we knew who committed suicide. And that completely shatters your emotions, shatters your thought process, and we sometimes feel, why did this person commit suicide? I mean, he was healthy, he was okay, he didn't look like that, and suddenly he decides to end his life. And today I would like to address this topic, a very sensitive topic, and we thought we'll dedicate this video on this topic. And there are three kinds of people. One are people who have thought about suicide in their life. These are people maybe in one of their when they were young or when they were growing and some challenges of life, they thought about committing suicide. Then there are people who are still thinking or contemplating, whether I should or whether I should not, or maybe that thought just passes their mind and they somehow, no, it's not an option. Suicide is not an option. And then there are people who today have already decided, they are close to ending their life. And I want to talk to you. I want to talk to these people, who are thinking about committing suicide. And, this video is dedicated to those people, and I would truly appreciate if you help the message and send this video, spread it out so that it reaches to people who are struggling. I'm going to cover what does the person who is thinking about suicide feel, what is he feeling, and then we'll address the 4 lies that this person believes is true. And then I'm going to talk about quickly 4 steps that you can take to transform your mental emotional state into a state where you feel alive and fearless. So let's quickly get into the feelings that these people feel. Now here I would just like to directly talk to you. If you're a person who's thought about it, you are thinking about it, or you have already decided, I'm directly want to talk to you. And what are the feelings that begin? Suicide starts with a small shift in psychology, a small shift in feeling. It's not suddenly that a person commits suicide. He's slowly struggling. There's some feeling which is sinking in, and then it becomes worse as it goes along, and he's not able to cope with the struggle, with the pain, and then he decides. So what are these people feeling quickly? First is they're feeling hopeless. They are feeling no one can help me. And that feeling keeps increasing. I'm trying and it's just hopeless and my life has no hope. And why am I alive? And no one will help me, or no one can help me. And this feeling kind of grows higher and higher in intensity, and where he completely loses hope. Loses hope with his life, with his business, with relationship. I'm talking to people who are from teenagers to midlife crisis, from bullying, at school, college, you get bullied, or in a relationship you have a breakup in a relationship, you have family issues, you're stressed out, or you are stressed with your own self, you lose hope with your own self. The second feeling that this person has is helpless. The person feels, I am helpless. I can't help myself or change. I've tried to help myself, I've tried to do a lot of things, but somehow I can't change. I'm not able to cope, I'm not able to change. That is helpless, the feeling of helplessness. The third feeling is worthless. This person, the person who feels like, I want to commit, should I not commit suicide, should I commit suicide, feels worthless. It's like, self-confidence and self-esteem hits rock bottom. The person feels that I am worthless, I am good for nothing. And it's not that you're good for nothing, it's just the feeling, the way you feel, the emotions, you might be feeling these feelings. Now, if you are a person who is feeling this right now in any area of your life, it could be your academics, it could be your business, it could be your education, your family, it could be something related to finance or social status or anything else. If you are feeling these three feelings, then please be aware that this is where it all begins. Now let's move to the 4 lies that these people who start thinking about committing suicide tell themselves. Now these are 4 lies that they believe. These are 4 lies that you believe if you are a person who has already thought you want to end your life. And these are the 4 lies. What are the first lies that you believe? My life is over. If you are a student, if you are someone who's struggling with a relationship, if you're someone who's struggling with family or business or career or a financial loss or a business loss, you think my life is over. I don't have an option. Now that is a lie that you believe. There is always an option. It's not that my life is over. Your life will be over the day you decide to commit suicide and you do it. That is when your life is going to be over. So I don't have an option? Yes, there is always an option. Suicide is not an option. There is always an option. The option is to live. The option is to give yourself another chance. The option is to tell yourself it's okay. So this is a complete lie that you're telling yourself, that my life is over. I don't have an option. The second lie that you're telling yourself is, my life can't change. I have tried everything. No, you haven't. No, you haven't tried everything. Because if you would have tried everything, there would be hope. My life can't change. Of course your life can change. You've made it this far. You are living right now. You have got whatever you've got. I'm sure there are good things in your life. It's not that bad. And if it is that bad, and if something has gone wrong, of course it can change. I'll help you with the 4 quick steps that you can take in the next section. But this is a lie. You're telling yourself that my life can't change. And this lie is something which begins slowly. And then it takes your emotions, your psychology, your physiology, and it completely takes you over. And you start believing that this is true. You start believing that my life can't change. I have tried everything. The third lie that you tell yourself is, I don't know how. No one can help me. There are people that love you. There are people who are willing to help you. You just have to ask. You just have to, bring your hand out and say, hey, I need help. So it's a lie that you're saying, I don't know how. No one can help me. You might think, you might feel that you don't know how. But suicide is not an option. Whatever bad things that you've had, whatever bad things you've had, whatever misery or miserable things people have told you, oh, people are bad with me, nobody likes me, nobody loves me, people are making fun of me, oh my God, I have lost this, oh my God, I have lost that, or I have done something negative, or I can't forgive myself. Come on, suicide is not an option. You need to stay alive, you need to stay fearless, you're just fearing. This is a lie that I don't know. You can lend, you can kind of bring your hand out and say, I need help. And there are people who are willing to help you. And the fourth lie is, I am not good enough. No one loves me. This lie starts with your psychology and your emotions and the people around you, and you start believing that I'm good for nothing. Hey, let me tell you one thing. There is nobody who's perfect. Everybody has flaws. Everybody is struggling, and it's life. It's part of life to face the challenges of life and use it as an opportunity to learn and grow. And I am not good enough. Who has the right to tell you that you're not good enough? It's a lie. It's a lie that you are listening to people and you're believing it in yourself. You need to tell yourself that, hey, I am good enough and I love myself, and I don't need to kind of tell myself that no one loves me. I love my own self. If you love your own self, you don't need anybody to love you. So suicide is not an option. You need to stay alive. You need to stay fearless. And now I'm going to quickly take you to the 4 steps that you need to start doing. Steps to regain control and begin transforming your life. What is the step? First step is believe that you have the power within you to change your life, because you do. You need to start believing. You have stopped believing that I have the power. You have stopped believing in yourself that I have the power to change or transform anything that is not working in my life. And honestly, you do. You do have the power. And you just have to believe and take action. The moment you believe in yourself that I have the power and I am going to take charge of my life, and then you get into action, you do not have to do this drastic step. You do not have to get into this horrifying state that I'm not good enough, nobody loves me, because suicide is not an option. You need to stay alive, you need to stay fearless, and you need to start taking action. Action not towards thinking about committing suicide, but action towards transforming your life. There is an option. There is always an option. What is the second step? It's your life. You need to say this. It's my life and I will not waste it. It doesn't matter how bad your life is, how miserable people are around you, or what happened or what you did. Suicide is not an option. It's your life and you need to take control of it. You cannot waste it. I will take charge and do what needs to be done to transform it. To transform it, not end it. You will do what needs to be done to transform your life, because I will not go without a fight. Why are you losing hope? Why is it that the only option is suicide? It's your life and you don't need to waste it because something didn't work, or there are some nasty people out there, or some people don't love you, or some people are wicked or bad with you. There are good people in the world. You need to raise your hand. You need to ask for help. And the third step is, it helps to talk to someone you trust or seek professional help. As I said, talk to a person who is close to you, who you trust. May not be within your family, maybe not your friends, maybe someone outside, or maybe a close friend. Please talk to somebody. Talk to somebody that this is how I feel. This is what I'm thinking about. Talk to someone. And if you don't have someone, ask for professional help. Go out there, seek an expert's advice. Suicide is not an option. You need to stay alive. You need to stay fearless. And what is the last step is take bite-sized action. When people commit suicide, or when they are overwhelmed with life, they can't handle everything at the same time. I totally understand. So what I'm saying is, cut it down to bite size. Take bite-sized action and do one thing at a time. Take one thing at a time and then take some action and resolve it. It's okay. You need to start telling yourself, hey, it's okay. People go through crap. Shit happens. It's life. And you need to say it's okay. Suicide is not an option. You need to stay alive. You need to stay fearless. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. Let me repeat, no one is perfect. We are all struggling. We are all humans. And when we are all humans, it's okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to not have everything. It's okay to make mistakes. Suicide is not an option. You need to stay alive. You need to stay fearless. And if you're someone who's watching this, please consider your options. Go through the video and please think about it. Take some help. Raise your hand and say, hey, I need help. There are people out there who will help you. Suicide is not an option. Stay alive, stay fearless, and keep watching the Life Transformation blog. Thank you.